Hello and welcome back to World 360. You probably know that in 1997, Britain handed over Hong Kong, which had ruled for over 150 years, to China. But what you probably don't know is that since 1997, British judges have served as non-permanent judges on Hong Kong's apex court, alongside the island city's chief justice and other local judges. This was part of Britain's handover agreement, which sought to ensure that Hong Kong serves as a semi-autonomous part of China, and non-permanent judges provide reassurance that Hong Kong continues to be served by an independent judiciary. However, the British government's recent announcement to withdraw two of its senior-most non-permanent judges from the Hong Kong Court of Final Appeal, and the reason given behind this decision raises serious questions about the autonomy of Hong Kong's judiciary. The two senior judges that stepped down include Lord Reed, President of UK's Supreme Court, who had served as a non-permanent judge in Hong Kong's top court since 2017, and Lord Patrick Hodge, who also sits on the UK's top court and became a non-permanent judge in Hong Kong's top court last year. But on 30th March, Lord Reed announced his resignation, and in a statement he said, "I have concluded in agreement with the government that the judges of the Supreme Court cannot continue to sit in Hong Kong without appearing to endorse an administration which has departed from values of political freedom." He noted that the departure from values and political freedom became so after the introduction of Hong Kong's controversial national security law in 2020. UK Foreign Secretary Liz Truss threw her support behind the judges, saying the situation in Hong Kong has reached a quote-unquote tipping point where it is no longer possible for British judges to sit in the island city's top court without the risk of legitimizing oppression. Meanwhile, UK Deputy PM Dominic Raab argued, "Since 2020 and the introduction of the national security law, our assessment of the situation in Hong Kong is that it has shifted too far from the freedoms that we hold dear, making free expression and honest critique of the state a criminal offense. This flies in the face of the handover agreement we have had with China since 1997. So why is Hong Kong's national security law in 2020 so controversial? Well, for the longest time, Hong Kong was meant to pass a national security law, but it never came to fruition because the concept was so widely unpopular. But in 2019, when pro-democracy protests engulfed the island city, the Hong Kong administration, with an alleged nudge from Beijing, implemented the wide-ranging national security law, which made it easier to punish protesters. People who committed acts such as secession, subversion, terrorism, and collaboration with foreign agents were punishable by a maximum sentence of life imprisonment. Over 100 pro-democracy protesters have been arrested under this law, and it has also been used to shut down offices of certain media houses. The law ironically came into effect on 30th June 2020, ahead of the anniversary of Britain's handover of Hong Kong to China. Now, the Hong Kong government has opposed the two UK judges' decision to step down and has also opposed their criticism about the island city's legal system and national security law. Keep in mind that there are currently 12 foreign non-permanent judges sitting on Hong Kong's top court. 8 of them are British, but with now 2 stepping down, it's unclear if the remaining 6 will still serve. However, legal analysts say they could face pressure to follow in suit of Reed and Hodge. You must also be wondering, who are the other 4 foreign judges on Hong Kong's top court? Well, they hail from countries like Australia and Canada too. Interestingly, these 4 have said they will stay on in the top court despite the UK judge's withdrawal. Canada's Beverly McLachlan told the Globe and Mail, "The court is operating as an independent judicial branch of government, perhaps the last surviving strong institution of democracy." The 3 Australian non-permanent judges on Hong Kong's top court have said they will still commit to judicial independence in Hong Kong. But let's not forget that their former colleague, however, Judge James Spiegelman, left the top court over the introduction of the national security law in September 2020. As one Financial Times report put it, however, the resignation of the 2 UK judges is likely to send shockwaves through the legal community and alarm foreign companies in the region that rely on Hong Kong's legal system to ensure they can enforce contracts. Thank you for watching. This is Pia Krishnankutty for ThePrint. Do subscribe to ThePrint and follow us on social media.